Motorheads, how we doing, gang? Ladies and gentlemen, for all you new people, I appreciate you coming in. So why is it a big deal to me to be up this Corvette shop? When anybody's been following me, it's really cool to work with this man again, Mr. Ronnie. Like I worked with him in 1978, 79, 77, something like that. Learning how to work on Chevrolets and polish rims, and I watched him do body work every time I was up there, and that's kind of what propelled me in my career not to be afraid of doing body work. So it's really cool to work with this guy. You guys saw the video. I was up there for a couple hours a day. We're starting to dig into the piles and get stuff listed on the big auction site, because we're not going to let anybody cherry pick it. It seems like a lot of people want to cherry pick the pile. So if we're going to cherry pick it, he's going to cherry pick it, and we're going to put it on the big auction site and some other places. I'm going to try to get a link on my website as to where the I'll try to link the individual sites that I'm putting stuff. And for all you guys emailing me, I'm doing the best that you can to find the part that you're looking for, and I promise you, if he has the part, it's up for sale. He's reasonable in his prices, which is super cool, because he like most men, he would rather see the part go to a good home, which is somebody who's going to use it, than to let it just go back out for resale. Mr. Ronnie's been a builder his whole life, and he is truly a Corvette specialist. I mean, in 77, his shop was full of Corvettes, and his shop is still full of Corvettes. He's done a lot of 56, 50, 55, 56, and 57 Chevrolets. He's done a little bit of everything. He has some NOS Ford stuff up there. I don't know if it's Mustang stuff or what. We haven't got to that pile yet. But we're walking through the shelves, and I'm getting stuff listed. So for you guys that are paying attention for what's being listed, it's going to be out there. But I'm standing in front of the motor pile for a reason. A couple reasons, actually. It's kind of funny how I just got done my CUDA. Now, every car on my property is done. Yes, they all need adjustments. One needs, my truck needs a different carburetor. They all need adjustments, fine-tuning. But they're done. They all start and run. They all start and drive. They're all tagged. So they're done. And it's kind of funny how this opportunity comes up to help Mr. Ronnie sell his stuff. Because 3 years ago, I've been haunted by Corvettes. I've been haunted by a situation. And it's so funny that now I walk into this Corvette shop and I'm being educated. I am being seriously educated in Corvettes and 55 Chevrolet stuff. It's really cool. If anybody knows anything about Corvettes, this is the guy. He's been doing it since 1965. He built that shop, and he's been doing it ever since. And when it comes to fast motors and fast cars, man, in 1965, while he was building that shop, he was rated the third fastest NHRA front engine dragster driver in this East Coast region. So that was pretty cool. He's got a big poster of that. But why am I sitting in front of my motor pile? Well, let me explain to you. Here, let me show you. So this is the Camper 440. It's going to go in my dually, okay, so I can use it to pull my fifth wheel and my trailers. So a couple people have commented on this 383. I built this badass 383. No holes barred. Balanced, the whole 9 yards. TRW pop-up pistons. Big valve, the whole 9 yards. And why was I using spacers? Well, my CUDA was going to be a 383 CUDA. That was my first car, a 71 383 CUDA. Black on black. Triple black, actually. Black vinyl top, black paint job, black interior. And I wanted my car to be a 383 car. But when this one blew the head gasket, because obviously I didn't put in, I'm going to have to put in a shim steel. When this blew the head gasket and I had to take it off, 2 weeks later I fell into that 440. And I'm going to tell you what, that 440 runs so nice in that CUDA. So that one, that's probably going to go to my daughter's car or something. But this one right here, this is a 1972 4-volt main 350. It's been bored, forged pistons. It was built well for a 1969 Chevelle. And I don't, for you guys that have been with me for a long time, see that right there? See that right there? Look at that spot right there. Okay, that's where they put a gear drive in this 350, and it sent that metal. There's a hell of a dip right there. Sent metal all through that block, and that's what made that 69 Chevelle owner go to that LS swap. Now he loved that LS swap, but that meant that his motor had to come all apart, and it did. So I saved it for another project. I have a 350 to put into a Camaro for my daughter, and I saved the 350 for this Corvette build I was going to do 4 years ago. And the Corvette build never happened. We never found the right car. Let me sit down over here. Well, lo and behold, he has a 78 Corvette up there, and he's got the ass end of a 71, and he's got all the pieces for me to make a badass 71. And to be honest with you, I've got a running 454 with a 4-speed trans. So maybe there's a reason that 350 stuck around. Maybe there's a reason that I haven't got rid of that 454 yet. Wouldn't that be badass? A 1971 Corvette side pipes with a 454 in it. Be a lot of fun, I'm sure. So maybe I'm going to do another Corvette build. Stay tuned for that one, because we've been talking every day, me and Mr. Ronnie, and I'm definitely going to look into the aspects of every car here is done. Why not take on another project? Why not? I never liked Corvettes that much because I felt like my ass was sitting on the ground, but that was in my teens. And now I sat in that motion car, and it's like, yeah, that's a go-kart on wheels. So who knows what's going to happen next. But anyway, I'm going up tomorrow, and we're going to dig deeper in the shelves. We're going to dig deeper in the shifters and all the equipment he's got up there. Josh, I'll keep you in mind for a transmission. He's got I don't know, I think I saw 8 or 10 up there. I'm not sure. I'll ask him tomorrow. So there's several reasons this is working out this way, and I'm very thankful, because when I worked for him before, I was a young punk. And boy, I thought I knew it all. Didn't we all? Didn't all of us mechanics thought we knew it all? Yeah, well, now I'm a master mechanic, and I've learned over the years that the how to master certain things you do. And I have a whole new level of appreciation for a man at 85 years old. This man still has the zest to build at 85. God, I hope I do. But 85 years old, he's cleaning out his collection, and he's sharing knowledge, and that's super cool to me. I'm going to suck in every bit of knowledge this man's going to give me. He's got some really cool parts up there, a lot of high-performance parts, and a lot of cool Corvette stuff. So you guys might get tired. You know, for you Mopar guys came in to look at my CUDA or came in to see me build that, I'm going back to that. Because after the weekend in Ocean City, the 411 gears, man, they ain't cutting it. You know, it's great to strike it in second gear and smoke the tires. But running 3,500 RPM, and yeah, I can put an overdrive trans in. Yeah, I can do all this crap. I got a brand new set of 355s that I need to set up on a posi. And 355s would be real nice in that car. I can drive it like a normal car and still have fun with it. So there's more stuff coming up on the CUDA is what I'm trying to say. And there's a lot more coming up on the 75 Trans Am. But at this point, you know, we're not far from the dog days of summer here in Delaware. And being able to sit down and work with this man at this point is really freaking cool. I'm not pressured right now to be anywhere else but here. This is where I need to be right now. As much as I wanted to be in the motorhome and be up north or be down south or do all these other stories, yes, I am going to the Nostalgia Gasser Run July 4th. There's some people I can't wait to meet down there. And I am going to get out and about and do some things. But right now, I belong up there helping this man, because it's not often you get to help an 85-year-old hot rodder liquidate his collection and see that he get what he deserves out of these parts. And too often, we come up on somebody's collection that's already passed. We come up on somebody's collection that nobody knows anything about it. Well, this man knows every part that he's got there. And for me, it's really cool to do this. I've run across a lot of collections in my time. I've got a Ford collection that I hope I'm going to help the man sell. Man passionate about collecting old Fords. And for me, it's super awesome to work with the men to see them get the price they want out of their belongings. What better could you ask for? So there you go. We will keep you guys informed. Eventually, we're going to make piles for Bring a Trailer. Eventually, we're going to do some different things. Eventually, we're going to. I've offered, and he said he needed a hand. I've offered to help work on that motion Corvette because I want to document that up and bottom. And on the motion story, I've talked to several hot rodders, and we're still waiting to hear from one man that has pictures and history of street racing in the Bronx, New York. And if this story pans out, that motion car, we're going to be able to document it's street racing in the Bronx and the Queens. It being built at Luby Chevrolet. It was bought from Luby Chevrolet, which is 25 minutes from Baldwin Chevrolet. So you can connect all the dots of how this motion car got put together. And you might not be able to call it a Baldwin Motion Performance Corvette, but you ain't getting no closer. I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't getting no closer to a Baldwin Motion Performance Corvette than this car right here. Because the way the story's laying out, this man, Herbert Williams, bought this car, bought it from Luby Chevrolet, took it to Luby Chevrolet, had them put all the motion parts in it back in the 60s, and then he made a lot of money off of that car, racing it in the Bronx and Queens, New York, in the early 70s. And in the later 80s, he moved down to Wilmington, Delaware, and the car went into a warehouse and sat. That's how Ronnie got it. I love stories about cars like this. And if I can find the right person up there that's got a picture of this car, this is going to lock the whole story together, and that's what I'm trying to do. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm back in dirty, rusty clothes for now, but I love it because I get to work with somebody who's a mentor, a really good guy. He doesn't want to be on video, but I hope to get a couple pictures of me and him together, and can't wait to help him sell off this shop. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you, all the new people who are following me. Tune in for the multiple stories we got coming, and maybe I'm going to build a Corvette. Why not? 1971 Corvette. Why not? All right, guys. See you soon.